Life is great. Why do you always feel so irate? What is it that you rate? That guy has sate in a grove. He's got some stuff on the stove. Um, Sometimes you can feel a bit like a pop star or a rock star. You've really gone far. He's whipping in his car. That road is made out of tar. I think sometimes we've been blindsided. That person was blighted. Um, right now there's a big flood. That person is in the mud. Some things are a flop, some things are a dud. That guy's got bloodshot eyes. He's got his eyes on a prize. I feel bad. I feel sorry to see your demise. Those people are secret agents, they're spies, effectively vigilantes. Do as you please. That guy has a lot of P's. Are you a boss? Have you heard of somebody called Ross? That person couldn't give a toss. Is that person a man or a boy? Um, have you ever tried McCoy's? That guy does his stuff in his own way. That's one thing I'll say. That guy's stunting in the jeans, moving like a fiend. He's 18. That guy's got ice in his veins. Have you heard of a DC villain called Bane? You gotta stay in your own lane. um, right now, that guy can see through the blurred lines. He does this all the time. He comes through with the rhythms and the rhymes. It's his time. Um, have you ever heard of a song called Bohemian Rhapsody? Have you ever listened to its parody? Right now, all I'm asking for is clarity and parity. What is all this disparity? That guy, this game is eloquently poised. Have you ever heard of a word? Have you ever heard of a plural word called boys? Right now, that guy has very dense bones. He needs to change his tone. That guy's banging on the bongo drum. Have you ever done a little bit of a hum? That's easy for some. Sometimes if you're hungry, you need to put food in your tongue. That guy's throwing stuff around like it's a boomerang. Have you ever heard of a footballer called a Bamiyang? Polar opposites are yin and yang. That vampire has fangs. Sometimes you gotta don't cross the line, don't cross the border. What is it that you taught her? Um, right now, that person's on borrowed time. Oh, he's serving time. Some things cost a dime. Why do you have so much bottled affection? What is it you're testing? I can see that you're destined. That is not up for question. When do you intend on meeting? Right now, you're seething. The line is what you're leading. Are you an absolute racer? Are you a gamer? Stop being fake, bruh. That guy's stunting in a Rolls Royce Ghost. What show are you trying to host? Please do not boast. I can see that you're always doing the most. Sometimes you gotta raise a toast. Sometimes you can experience brain damage. Some things on the average. That guy's carrying a lot of baggage. Some things are a bit difficult to manage. Have you ever heard of a musical term called vibrato or legato or staccato? Bravo. Sometimes that person sims for you. Sometimes things feel brand new. Sometimes you gotta come through. You do you. This is a game for two. Have you ever watched the breakdown? Are you the main person in town? Why have you always got a frown? Right now, love is in the air. Some things are difficult to bear. Is there any information you'd care to share? That guy hasn't got a care in the world. His hair has a lot of curls. Right now, I can see that person is underwater. He cannot force her to compel to something which she does not want to do. Right now, you're a different breed. Have you ever gone to Leeds? Do you plan on getting a feast? Um, that guy That guy's playing with the blocks. Please stop. Are you moving like a fox in the box? Some people are. I forgot what I was gonna say. Some things are very beautiful. That person is dutiful. Have you ever heard of a manager called Thomas Tuchel or Hassan Hutel? Have you ever played? Do you have a poodle? Have you ever had noodles? That guy's crapping bricks. Have you ever watched Netflix? Is your favorite cereal Weetabix? Some things you absolutely need to fix. Right now, you can see the bright shining lights. You won't go down without a fight. The future is bright. It could have been brighter. You've never been a fighter. You're a very simple person. Some things aren't working. Stop being a simp. Have you ever brought out the gimp? Don't even know what that means. The boys are back home. Are you the main person in your dome? That guy's pulling up to the Addy. He whips in a caddy, aka Cadillac. You're on the attack. Don't look back. Right now you're moving like a British grenadier. Why do you always feel fear? Have you ever heard of somebody called Piers Morgan? Where is it that you taught him? Are you moving like your brother? You guys came from the same mother. You've always got each other's back. Have you ever? Are you a fan of sugar? Have you ever gone to the butcher's? That person has some bruises right now. He's doing his cruises. Have you ever gone to Budapest? Stop being a pest unless you let stuff fest. You're moving like a buffalo soldier. Sometimes it's difficult to hold you. That guy has a bullseye. Has the bullseye. He's very high. Please don't tell a lie. That guy's got a very intelligent brain. Everyone knows his name because of his intellectual ability. He has an affinity with knowledge. Some things are absolutely bulletproof. Some things are uncouth. I remember you in your youth. Are you moving like a periwinkle? Sometimes the damage is minimal or liminal. Sometimes you're the main person in town. Right now I can see you down and bruised and wounded. Right now, why are you looting? That guy's going for a cruise and bruising. That guy is stunting on his surfboard. Please do not get bored. That guy always, rest assured, knows what he's doing. He's always improving. You need to be moving. Sometimes you're not for me. Do you feel free? Right now it's buzzcut season. I can see you're freezing. When is it that you're breathing? Some things are very nice. Please be aware of the head lice. That guy feels obliged. He's leading the cavalry. Have you ever heard of a song called Calgary? That guy speaks Californian English. What is your main wish? Right now it's sunrise. I can see it in your eyes. You've got your eyes on the prize. Sometimes you can call it fate. You have a date with destiny. Do not commit a felony. Have you ever called me back? That guy's making the racks. He's speaking the facts. You can call me in the afternoon. I can grant you a boon, aka a wish. What's on your list, your gift list? Right now, filming a video. That's something that everybody knows. That person, sometimes money can't buy happiness unless you find money blessed. Right now, that guy's falling in love. He's praying to the one above. Sometimes you can't really hold us. Have you ever heard of a rapper called Russ? Don't be all sus. Sometimes you need to shush. Right now that guy keeps checking his phone. He needs to change his tone. I can't leave you alone. Sorry, and I'm scratching my eye because there was something in it. Have you heard of a YouTuber called Tommy Innit? Have you ever played cricket? If you ever play a sport, do you ever get into the thick of it? Some things you can't take your eyes off of. Have you heard of a footballer called Kolarov? Right now, that person's throwing a Molotov. Um, right now, um, right now, that guy's a cannonball. He was born to ball. He's extremely tall. Right now, you're under arrest. It's not blessed. You got to put your skills to the test. That guy is incredibly careless. He couldn't care less. Please do not stress. That guy always does Chinese whispers. Could have kissed you. Have you ever gone to Malibu? Have you ever heard of a song called Caribou? Some things are karma. Have you ever gone to an Italian town called Parma? Have you heard of a footballer called Cole Palmer? Sometimes you can always run faster. You can always be smarter. That guy's riding around in a carousel. His name rings a bell. What is it that you're trying to sell? You got to carry the team, carry that weight. Don't make it bait. What is it that you hate? Stop being fake. Right now, that guy... right now, that guy's the king of his castle. Sometimes you gotta pass the parcel. Have you ever watched a show called Takeshi's Castle? Do you prefer dogs or cats? Is your favorite nocturnal animal a bat? That guy can always go tit for tat. He says this and that. Sometimes some things caught me thinking. Right now, what are you wishing? I can see that you're always blinking. I can see that you're the main man. You've always got a plan. You always do what you can. Stop moving like a fan or a stan. That guy's whipping in a Porsche Cayenne. Are you moving like Ben 10? Have you ever gone? Have you got the armor? This is Sparta. That person is moving like a martyr. Right now, you can see up top the roof, the ceiling. To whom are you appealing? Have you ever heard of a place called Ealing? I believe that's in South London right now. Are you at Mitcham Junction? That guy likes to keep stuff running, keep it bussing. That's his mentality. He has a lot of morality. Everybody has mortality. That guy's flexing with the gold chains. What are the main pains that you experience? That guy's looking in the chamber of reflection, aka the mirror. Have you ever heard of a producer called Nick Mirror? Do not be a sinner. Well, not everyone has been a sinner at one point. Don't be a quitter. That guy is a fan of glitter, the glitz and the glamour. Have you ever heard of a presenter called Maya Jama? Do not be a hacker. Some things do not matter. This place is very lit. Right now, it's raining showers. It's raining cats and dogs. Are you sitting on the bog, aka the toilet? Have you ever heard of Junior Hoiler? Sometimes you ask for change. That sniper has range. You have to change your mind. What is it that you're trying to find? Right now, I can see that you're not blind. Do not be unkind. That some things are a bit perilous, but you couldn't care less. You gotta be aware of the danger. Don't move like a stranger. That guy's chasing his tail. He got released on bail. Have you ever heard of a footballer called Gareth Bale? That guy's talking all the shit in the chat. Have you ever played a game of checkers? Are you headed Westborough? What is all that chat? Back the chat. Do you like a cat? Is your favorite pet a cat? That guy's favorite beverage is cherry wine. Some things are fine. He says stuff all the time. Have you ever gone to Chicago? That's something you need to know. That guy loves to eat chicken on a stick. His name is Rick. Some materials are very thick. Do you speak French? I can see you're very dense. That guy has a star in his head. When was the last time you went to bed? A pencil sometimes contains lead. Right now, you're the main person in Chinatown. Please turn that frown upside down. Do you like chocolate milk? That material is made out of silk. You're the main person in your kingdom. Right now, why are you always wincing and cringing? Have you heard of somebody called Chris? Sometimes life is bliss. When were you born? That guy is torn between two different things. He's always taking the wins. He's got a Christmas face. He can win the race. He's the highest in the room. Have you ever gone on Zoom? Have you ever heard of the CIA? Where is it that you stay? That guy always has daydreams. You want to join the team. He does stuff for memes. Have you ever gone to Cincinnati? Are you a citizen? You got to just do your thing. Have you ever gone to the city of stars? Have you ever whipped in your car? Sometimes you're destined. That's not up for question. You're moving like Jeremy Clarkson. Right now in that car, he's darting. Sometimes the truth can clash. You're moving like Ash. Some things are very dope. Right now, you're holding on to a rope in tug of war. That's for sure. You always want more. I can see you're very classy. Sometimes you can see claret blue. Like when you look at the sky, you do you. I can see that you're trying to get very high. You're not really sober. Have you ever heard of a YouTuber called Mark Rober? Have you ever heard of an Egyptian queen called Cleopatra? Some things do not matter. Right now I can see you climbing up the walls. I can see you extremely tall. That guy was absolutely born to bull. He's climbing up the wall. He was born to bull. He's hella tall. Right now you're looking at the clocks. You're posted by the docks. You're moving like a cyclone. That person has a bone to pick. You think that you're slick. Some things are very sick. You're close to paradise. You gotta roll the dice. That person has a lot of head lice. Pre the intro, that's something you need to know. Are you optimistic? Some food is acidic. Why are you so always nihilistic? That guy's wrapped up in his cocoon. Have you ever gone to the dunes? Right now he's blasting his favorite tunes. Right now your shoes are extremely cold. Truth be told, that guy loves to have some turkey. Sometimes water can get a bit murky. That guy's very satty. Sometimes this car can be kind of girthy. That guy has different emotions. Right now he's coasting and boasting. And to get out of the coma. Have you ever gone to Oklahoma? Have you ever experienced an avalanche? There's a song called Comanche. In French, blanche means white. That person has very clear sight. Sometimes he wants to get a little closer. He's not a boaster. He's a show hoster. You gotta be who you are. You've always gone far. You gotta come over. You're whipping in a Range Rover. Sometimes you gotta come together. You gotta do better. That guy's very numb. He's a bit dumb. He's intelligent to some. He's how are you doing? Are you improving? How are you moving? That guy has a lot of young. The guy has a lot of young fans. He's making the bands. Congratulations. Is your favorite console PlayStation? The game's there for the taking. Have you ever seen Constellations? That guy's fully in control. Stop being a troll. Some things can take its toll. Can take their toll. That guy's making contacts. He's speaking the facts. He's making the racks. Right now, he's enjoying a cookie. I can see you're not a rookie. Right now, they're looking for me. He's cooking something good. He's the main person in the neighborhood. He's gonna be a copycat. That guy's moving like a bat or a rat. But it is what it is. Welcome to the showbiz. That guy is W Riz. Right now you're in a cornfield chase. You gotta stay at your own pace. You gotta tie a shoelace. That guy is Cottons of Inertia. Now, have you ever heard of a song called Cottons of Inertia? You can always go further. Right now I'm vibing to a song called Loyal. That guy's a king, he's royal. Right now I can see You're Always Loved. That guy has a lot of courage. He has a lot of cousins. Have you ever been to Coventry? Some stuff is not free. Have you ever sung a Christmas carol? That person's farm has a lot of barrels. Do not move like a coward. Have you ever heard of somebody called Howard? That guy's stunting in his cowboy boots. Have you ever played Kahoot? Right now, guy's moving crazy, moving brazy. He's crazy for you. You do you. What is brand new? That guy's spitting the facts. He's doing the rap. He's got fear of certain creatures. It's nice to meet you. Do you want to have some pizza? That guy's moving a bit like a creep. Have you ever heard of a rapper called Lil Peep? That person has committed so many crimes. He's stolen so many dimes. He's very messed up inside. Why are you flexing with the Crocs? That guy uses Botox. Have you ever heard of Golden Locks? Are you moving like a fox in the box? That guy's a bit of a crybaby. Have you ever heard of a producer called a very talented producer called Daisy? Sometimes in my mind stuff goes hazy. It's a bit of a shame. Who is to blame? What is your name? That guy has very dumb logic. You gotta stay modest. That guy's hairstyle is his hair is curtains. What is it that you're earthing? You're discovering. Gotta go for the win. Are you moving like a cyborg? Have you ever gone to Strasbourg? Have you ever experienced a cyclone? That guy has a bone to pick. That guy has a lot of funk, uptown funk. What is this dirt? What is this skunk? Right now, soon enough it'll be the month of May. Where is it you plan to stay? Have you ever just gone to the morning sun? Right now, have you gone on a 5-minute run? Some things are easy for some. Have you ever tried dim sum? When was the last time you put some dumplings in your tum? Some things are a bit dangerous. Right now that guy's got a lot of coins. He kind of injured his groin. Some parts of this movie are a bit mad and also a bit sad, a bit tragic. This guy's a magician, he can do magic. I'm just about to get my coat. Have you ever gone to a concert with a moat? That guy's stunting in his boat. I'm already back. That guy's making the racks. He's on the attack. You cannot lack. And you cannot slack. I'm back. What is a day in the life like? Some things are rife. Have you ever heard of somebody called Ike? Have you ever heard of a footballer called Kieran Trippier? Sometimes life can get trippier, a bit more confusing, rather than amusing or bemusing. You're a daydreamer, you're a teamer. That guy's whipping in his beamer. Have you seen the daylight? You won't go down without a fight. Sometimes you experience a dead end. That guy's whipping in the Benz. Have you ever gone to the Red Sea? Have you ever met me? That guy feels a bit lonely. He's a bit prudent. Some things are an absolute myth. That guy got put in a spliff. In music, there is a term called a riff. Have you ever, is your favorite month December? Do you remember that time? Are you a member of this society? Have you experienced sobriety? What is this propriety? That person's favorite color is deep blue. You do you. That guy does the Cristiano Ronaldo shoe. Sometimes you got a shoe that flies away. Some things a bit demanding, others commanding. Were you up at night? That guy always has a bit of bite. But it is what it is. some people come to the Niz. Have you ever gone to a desert and seen an eagle? That guy is a deagle. Right now, that guy's. Right now, this guy is using a disc. Sometimes that guy's a lot of desire, can always go higher. That guy's in a bit of despair. Do you have something spare? Right, you're always in a hangover. Have you ever gone on Mars with a rover? That guy's in a state of ecstasy. Are you friends with me? That guy wants to detach rather than attach. Some things come in groups, some things come in a batch. Right now, what is the season? The problems are not big, they're teething. That person has a devil in his heart. When was the last time he did a fart? That guy's stunting in the diamonds. Right now he's wilding and styling. Is that person young? Sometimes you gotta watch your tongue. Is your favorite animal a pony? Some people are not genuine, they're more like phonies or cronies. The skills are what I need to hone. I also need to pattern my intelligence, my dome. What goes up in here? What is it that you fear? Sometimes it's all love, sometimes you've had enough. Right now, who is the sun? This game has been won. The day is done. That guy's going on a splurge. Have you ever heard of a song called Dirge? That guy is very unclean, very dirty. Sometimes these waters can be a bit murky. That person has a lot of followers. They're almost like his disciples. Some things. What's your favorite type of food? A trifle. That guy's always discoing. He's always at the disco, like Isco. That guy's W Rizdo. Some things are disposable. Some things are disposable. Sometimes you gotta dissolve. This door is one that revolves. So right now things are split into divisions. That guy's a man on a mission. That guy has done a divorce. Right now I'm just bopping my head to a song. You can't go wrong. Listening to some tunes as I make this 40-hour song. Right now this guy has a lot of power. He's the main man of the hour. What is it that you want to know? Right now I can see a lot of snow. That guy has all the paid checks. Have you ever ate vanilla checks? Please do not flex. Do you hear what I hear? What is it that you fear? Right now, are you here? Do you remember when you remember? Is your favorite time of year December? Do you want to know a secret? You're a bit facetious. Are you moving? Right now, you're moving like a dog. Have you ever gone to the bog? Don't be a bull hog. That person's doing it right. Sometimes the end is in sight. This person's doing very good. He's the main person in his hood. Do you remember those dollar days? Have you ever signed for phase? Have you ever done a 420 blaze? In America, the currency is dollars and cents. Please speak some common sense. Some things are absolutely immense. Don't do what you shouldn't. Do not be late. Don't make it bait. Don't believe a thing. I don't believe a thing you say. That person is irate. Do not bother me. If you want to say something, then feel free. Have you ever worn a tee? Do not give up. What is up? You cannot leave me now. That guy has an eyebrow. You cannot let me down. Don't let them. What are the problems? Do not lie. I can see you're very high. This game is something you cannot lose it. Right now I can see you're trying to move it. Just do it. Do not panic. Sometimes you're moving a bit manic. Have you ever passed me by? What is up with that sigh? Why is it you always sing? Right now I can see you're the king. Keep whatever you want to do. Keep making it happen. That guy's always snapping. You cannot stop me now. That guy committed a foul. Sometimes you gotta ignore the cap. Gotta be on the game ASAP. Please stick with the rapping. That guy's snapping. What is it that you don't want to do? Just keep it new. Can't be you forever. You could have done better. Some people Sometimes they're done with you. You gotta come through. That guy just opened the door. Are you going on tour? The guy's 2020 vision. Does stuff with precision, no doubt. He doesn't just do stuff for clout. What are you about? Are you down by the river? Right now I can see a snake slither in the desert, a rattlesnake. What is it that you're trying to make? What is it that you bake? Down is a new up. What is up? It's all love. The guy said it downtown. What is up with the frown? Some things are emotionally draining. Right now I can see your skills are waning. Right now I can see that guy's the light. Right now I can see the light is fading. That guy's dreaming fast. He's dreaming fast. He's not dreaming slow. Who's your bro? What does he want to know? Why is it you're teaming rather than dreaming? This thing looks nice on you. It's brand new. That guy's a drifter. He's a serial winner. Right now he's at his drive. He's moving like somebody in a hive, like bees in a hive. What is up with the ricochet? Have you ever heard of John O'Shea? The guy needs to spit some game. What is your name? Who is to blame? The guy has dry hands. The guy's making the bands. He's got the plan. Can't lie, I think this guy's a fan. The guy's playing in the dunes. He's blasting his favorite tunes. Another one bites the dust. Something's an absolute must. 1v1 me and Rust. That guy's taking it easy. It ain't no beezy. Have you ever heard of a YouTuber called Calfreezy? Are you moving like a kid? That guy has released his inner id, his inner ego. If you do something, do it for me, bro. The guy's grinding 8 days a week. It's peak. No, it's actually fantastic to see. Right now, when was the last time we went to the zoo? Have you ever done Kung Fu? When was the last time you went to the loo? Have you ever played, have you ever heard of a song called Eleanor Rigby? Feel free to do as you please. That guy does a lot of engineering and electioneering. You have that electric feel. When was the last time you watched the highlight reel? Keep it real. Is your favorite shade of blue teal? You gotta see through the landscape. Have you heard of Andrew Tate? Do you wear as your favorite hypebeast brand Bape? That guy's in a state of elegy. He committed a felony. What is the remedy? Stop moving like an elephant or a sycophant. That guy wears pants because he's out of breath. Have you heard of somebody called Seth? What is your appetite? Have you ever what was I gonna say? Right now I can see the fires and the embers. What is it that you remember? Have you ever somebody called Emmanuel? That name rings a bell. Right now that guy is not at the end. He's not reached the bend. Right now this guy's the man of the year. His eyes are shedding some tears. This guy's shameless and blameless. This guy's incredible endurance and insurance. Right now the engine's kicking in. I want to hear you sing. Some things can just get in the bin. Have you ever gone to the French Riviera? Have you ever heard of a footballer called Patrick Vieira? Sometimes things can get a bit leery. Gotta enjoy the silence. Have you ever heard of silence? Right now you're stylish. Some things are very enlightening. You're moving like lightning McQueen. Don't be like a fiend. Gotta balance on the beam. Gotta join the team. Some things are very epic. Do you need a medic? Have you seen Epilogue? Are you a fan of dialogue? You have to Have you ever seen the equinox right now? Who's in your box? That guy has eternal happiness. It's blessed. Have you ever gone to Las Vegas? Where will the future take us? That guy's doing. That guy's playing. That guy's playing in the evening sun. The guy's playing in the sun. The day is done. The game has been won. Some things will end eventually. Why did you commit a felony? Some things are everlasting. This world. Wait, what was I just gonna say? It's been a minute. That guy wants a minute alone. That guy weighs 10 stone. He's the king of his throne. That guy's a lot of freckles. Everybody's got something to hide. If you do something, do it with pride. Who's your baby? You did not make me. That guy's moving like a robot. Please stop. Don't be who you're not. Everything requires a plan. Are you moving like a fan or a stand? Everything goes your way. That's one thing I'll say. Everything will be alright. It will be okay. The end is in sight. It's not lost. Right now I can see the snow and the frost. This game is something that you boss. Do not be evil. Do not move like a weasel. Stop making excuses. The guy has a lot of bruises. Where's this music? The guy always has expectations. Do you play PlayStation? You're 420 blazing. That guy, some things are acts of extreme cruelty. To not be fully. That guy is experiencing a feeling called elation. Please get to the station. That guy's donning his face cream. Please join the team. You balance on the beam. That guy's going face to face. Some things you must erase. Are you back at base? Right now, this guy's feeling faded in the morning. He has dreams of touring. Why are you feeling so boring? Right now, you feel so local. Right now, this guy is telling a fairy tale. You on the wing like Gareth Bale. When was the last time that person went to jail? Is he in prison? What is he wishing? Have you ever used a website called LinkedIn? Doesn't cost a thing. That guy's favorite bird is a falcon. Right now he's, I don't even know what I'm gonna say. Some things are fantasy or a fallacy. That guy's got faraway eyes. He's got his eyes on the prize. The guy's experienced all sorts of highs. That guy's going on a trip. He's got the drip. He drinks on. When he drinks, he does a sip. That guy's seen Guns N' Roses. Why is it that he always knows it's in other people's business? You cannot wish this. You're getting dismissed. That guy's going on a fast track. He's making the racks. Have you ever watched a show called Moana? Have you heard of somebody called Morgana? Right now, that person's trembling. That person has a fear of sleep. Have you ever heard of a rapper called Lil Peep? That guy's whipping in his Jeep. You gotta rhyme. You gotta listen to the melody. What is this feathery? Do you feel good in the hood? Everything all good in the hood? Do what you could, do what you should. Sometimes you feel like you're going backwards rather than forward. Are you bored? Right now, that guy's just feeling everyday life. Some things are rife. That person is a feral. That person is moving feral. Right now is this guy feeling the Christmas fever, moving like a beaver and a dreamer, stop being a teamer. That guy, that statue is an incredible figure. His goal's always getting bigger. He's always a winner. Stop being a binger of TV shows. Who are your bros? That guy saw the movie's final frame. Who is to blame? Everyone knows his name. Some things are kind of lame. Have you ever experienced the finer feelings? Right now, this guy's seething. Have you ever gone to a shrine? Right now, I can see you're fine. Right now, it's your time. That guy has a confession to make. What is at stake? What is it they're trying to bake? That guy's seen the fire in the flood. He's got fire in his blood. He's going to the fire escape. He always wears bape. He's a fireman. He's moving like a stan. Join the clan. Be the man. Right now, I can see a fireproof. Have you ever gone to Magaluf? Right now, this guy's chilling on the west side. He keeps all the secrets hidden inside. Some things go like clockwork. Have you ever heard of a rapper called Lil Durk? Why can't this thing just work? Sometimes you didn't really do a thing wrong, didn't put a foot wrong, you know that song? You can always feel happier or snappier. That guy does stuff at his own leisure, it's a pleasure. That guy is breaded, some things are unleaded. He's fixing the hole. Some things can take their toll. Do not be a flopper. When was the last time? I don't know what I was gonna say. That guy has a dirty mind. He needs to get his mind out the gutter. A ship has a rudder, cow has an udder. Right now it's fashion week. It's looking peak because there's no fleets of people. Why do you feel feeble? What's your favorite place in London? You gotta keep it running. The guy's floating and boasting. What show are you hosting? Have you heard of a baller called Phil Foden? Right now this guy's just coasting. That guy's got flowers in his hair. What is that you're trying to bear? What information are you trying to share? That guy's flying and styling. That guy has joined the club. He's taking a dub. He's drinking that cup. You can see through the fog. Why has that car got so many mods? Who are you trying to follow? What are you trying to borrow? Do not be the fool on the hill. That guy's making a meal. He's paying the bills. Do you do stuff for good reason? Right now, I can see you're seething. Right now, it's absolutely freezing. Do this for no one except yourself. The game has been won. Do it for you. What is new? Have you got the blues? Sometimes you're forced to drive. I don't really like your vibe. When was the last time you hopped on Skype? That guy's whipping in a foreign. He's moving a bit boring. Have you ever heard of Forrest Gump? Do not act like a chump. That guy's taking a dump. Something's formidable. Right now I can see you're invincible. The damage is minimal. You're invisible. That guy's the king of his fort. What is it that you bought? What is it that you've been taught? That guy's a fox. That guy's chicken pox. He's freaking out of the neighborhood. It's all good. Right now you feel as free as a bird. When was the last time you did a turd? Do you have a hunch? When was the last time you had free lunch? You feel fresh. Have you ever gone to Marrakesh? I can see you from afar. That road has a lot of tar. Have you ever heard of Eden Hazard? Your name is double barred. Have you ever done a lap around the sun? The day is done. Have you ever won an Oscar? Are you a parent or a foster, a carer, or a cluster? That doesn't make any sense. Sometimes you're going full circle. You're spinning around like a turtle. Right now, that guy's jumping over the hurdle. Be the future of your people. You're looking at a church with a steeple. Sometimes it's a game of love. We're praying to the one above. That guy's fully galloping and romancing. He's stunting in a Rolls Royce Phantom. Have you ever looked at a lantern? That guy's flexing in his mansion. That guy's car has a lot of gasoline. Don't act like a fiend. What is your dream? That guy's stunting in the Aston. Have you ever heard of a song called Gaston? That person is a keeper. Have you ever gone to Ibiza? That guy's gathering all the lost pieces. Right now, what is he feasting upon?